Should I be worried about anger management? That I'm watching anger management videos when having to deal with people? Let's see.
This chief, the one that I had to bring a different beret for, and the one that I had to constantly make sure my boots were polished for, that one was the same one that I got sent to anger management for because I told him that he was a fuckhead and he would be dead and gone before he would get any of the cabinets that I had.
I'm sorry, did you say cabinets? Were you hoarding cabinets as well?
No, I had done my on-the-job training. I had gone to my actual unit, and the Army, in its infinite wisdom, had decided to send me to a forward support company. The way a forward support company worked is now, instead of having all this expertise that you can pull from a whole shop filled with mechanics or a whole shop filled with armors, you now have one armor.
What?
Private first class Zach.
You were in charge of everything.
Who has spent 3 weeks as on-the-job training. And that's all the experience yet. I had no idea how to fill out the correct forms.
Oh my
I knew how to fix
god.
guns. I didn't know how to fill out forms. I didn't know how to get things. I didn't know what kind of parts I was going to need to order.
Okay.
And they basically went, figure it out.
What the fuck, man? Just, this kind of explains things. You know how I was questioning earlier what the heck is happening to the world? Why are people, like, just incapable of doing stuff? This explains things.
So when I got to the company that I was in, immediately, there are unit armors coming to me and saying, I need this fixed, I need this fixed, I need this fixed. I have 24 M4s that need to be gauged. I have all these things that are broken, and I need this fixed. And I'm like, cool, I don't have any parts, I don't have any gauges, I don't know what the hell I'm doing, I'm inside this brick building. I had to go through every manual for every weapon that was used by the 6 infantry companies I'm supposed to support. I had to go through every manual, look at every weapon, and go, I'll probably need this part, and I'll probably need this part, and I'll probably need this one. I don't think I'll need this part. I had to guess at all this stuff. So I came up with this massive... And
Holy
it took me months.
shit.
I came up with a massive list of parts that I was going to need in quantities of things.
You know, at this point, this is where ChatGPT would shine. It'd be like, hey, what are the most commonly needed parts? Help me sort the data list that I have. Here's the input. Here's the Excel with all the shit. Until someone tells me that they don't have Excel and they use paperwork only because reasons. Please don't tell me that they're also only using paper.
I ordered all those parts, and then the parts got to me in cardboard boxes and plastic envelopes. And I have no way to organize these parts. I didn't go to college.
Yes,
I went into the military. So I have no idea how to organize a whole part system. Anytime someone's like, oh, Zach's so dumb, I'm just like, you have no idea the amount of fucking work I have. That's one of the reasons I'm so lazy now, is because I put everything into doing this stuff while I was in the military.
You really had to bust your ass.
I had to, oh
Damn.
my god.
That's like so horrible, being thrown into a situation and being told, figure it out. It's like, it can make or break you, I guess.
It's one of the reasons I started smoking and having really bad anxiety attacks. I don't have PTSD from being in Iraq. I have PTSD from being at Fort Polk and having to run a forward support company by myself. In any other...
Dude, that is brutal. That is actually brutal. It's funny. It's sad funny. It's kind of like the type of like, I'm just there going like, I can't even laugh at this. I just feel bad for him. That sucked.
Other unit, the job I was in would have been a warrant officer position. I was an E3.
Oh, you weren't even an E4 yet. You were just an E3.
The heck is an E3? I'm just like, that's about my pay grade.
I was an E3 holding the position of a warrant officer. I was like,
I don't know, I guess I can fix these guns for you, but I mean, really, you're supposed to do this paperwork.
and then eventually it got to a point where I was just big bad angry Zach, where I was just like, no, you can go fuck yourself, Sergeant. I'm not fixing any of your shit because you don't have the fucking paperwork. So I got all these parts ordered. They sent a bunch of the wrong ones. I don't know what the hell I'm doing with all these parts. They're just sitting in cardboard boxes, and anytime I need to get a part, I have to dig through cardboard boxes and tell, you need a new hammer for your M16? Cool, this is going to take me about 2 hours to find this one because I don't know where the hell it is in this mess.
That sounds like a logistical nightmare. No, dude, I'm listening to this and I'm not there, and I'm already stressing and being like, holy shit, that sounds like a nightmare. That sounds like playing with Flo in Minecraft. The way I play with Flo in Minecraft is I banish him to the realm of chests because he doesn't want to sort things out in the chests. So he just makes more chests and puts more chests and more and more and more. And at one point you just have chests filled with random shit that are not sorted, and no one wants to go through them, obviously. So it reminds me of that experience where I'm just like in Minecraft with my friends, and they're like, here's the chest room. It's somewhere in there. Like, bruh!
I got so frustrated with having to dig through these cardboard boxes. I'm like, fine, I need cabinets.
Did you purchase these cabinets with your own funds? Or?
No, I purchased them with the funds that was allotted to our unit for that fiscal year.
Okay.
I ordered these cabinets. Cabinets get sent to the wrong company.
Oh my
Cool.
god!
All right. Well, I have to go get these cabinets now. So I go to sign on a 5-ton truck so that I can go pick up these cabinets.
It's all right.
Jesus
Way more
Christ,
involved than I
man.
thought.
I feel like I have to tell you all the effort that went into these cabinets so you can understand why I did what I did.
Okay. Once I have the backstory, you refusing to surrender cabinets might make more sense.
Yes. So I gotta go get a 5-ton.
What do you mean refusing to surrender cabinets? That sounds wild!
To go pick up these cabinets. I go to get a 5-ton. There's no 5 tons available. What do you mean there's no 5 tons available? There's like 25 tons sitting out there. Nope, we don't have a single one that you can drive. Besides, do you even have a permit to drive that? Of course I do. My shop is on the back of one. Why don't you just use the truck that your shop is on? I can't do that because the shop weighs 7.5 tons and the cabinets don't fit in the door of the shop that's on the back of the truck.
Oh my god!
Well, we don't have any trucks for you to use. Fine.
Holy shit!
So I walk a mile down to Bravo, because if I drive my car down there and I get a truck at Bravo Company, then I'm going to have to drive the truck back. And
Oh
You
my god!
walked down to Bravo Company where the cabinets were delivered.
That sounds like
because
a
you figured maybe
nightmare.
they had a truck you could use.
maybe they had a truck I could use. They have a truck.
Hooray!
Thank you. Thank you for being nicer to me than my own company will.
Oh my god, man! This is nightmare fuel. I don't think I could. I don't think I could do that job. I would rage and I would snap at people. And I'm a very patient person. For everyone that knows me, they can attest. I'm generally a very patient person. Hearing this story makes my blood boil. What the fuck, man? I would turn into a demon. I would literally become a demon. I would whip people into fucking shape. I'd be like, I don't care that I'm a nobody and my rank is shit, and I am the lowliest of the lowliest. I will rise through the ranks just to spite you.
Clementine will remember this.
Same, Helgar. I'm getting
I find someone with a
anxiety
forklift,
from
pick up
listening
the
to
cabinets
it.
and put them in the bed of the truck. I drive the truck back to my motor pool. I bring them outside my office. We don't have a forklift.
Oh my god.
Now the cabinets have to come off the truck. I had to get like 20 people to help me pick up these cabinets and put them on the ground outside of my shop.
At least you
Now
had
I have to
help.
figure out how to get them in my shop. They don't fit in the door.
No!
I mean, technically he knew they weren't gonna fit in the door from before. Oh.
Actually, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. They fit in the door, but only if I take all the drawers out
Okay.
to lighten them up somewhat.
That's better anyway, because you're gonna move the cabinet anyway. Why not take out the drawers?
Take all the drawers, get the cabinets put in my shop. They got nice little drawers in them, and I can put little things. It's like the inside of a tackle box in these cabinets. You pull the drawer out, and they got a bunch of dividers in there, and you just put the parts in it. If I needed a part, I could look at the list that I had made on my own personal computer, on Excel, on the massive.
I see. So he had to have his own personal computer to make the Excel sheet. Oh dear lord.
300+ page document that listed what the NSN for the part was, what the name for the part was, how many of them I had, and what
Jesus
drawer and slot
Christ.
they were in.
Logistical
You went
nightmare.
so far above and beyond what was expected of you. If you had the chance,
What do you mean he went above and beyond what was expected of him? I feel like he needed to do that. I feel like if he didn't do that, he couldn't do his job because he'd never find shit in time and everything would be delayed and take too long. I feel like this is like the bare minimum requirement. Maybe that's my problem, chat. Maybe I need to learn to do less. To me, it just sounds like doing the bare minimum to like make the space be useful and optimized for myself. I don't know. I always try and optimize everything that I do and streamline it and make my life easier when I work on something.
To go back in time, would you tell yourself not to give so much of an effort? Because you worked your ass off and you never even made the rank of sergeant.
Yeah, if I could go back in time and talk to past me, I would be like, look, just don't do anything. Brush it off. Maybe if you're lucky, they'll send you to a not forward support company because they'll think you're unreliable.
Wow. Wow. I mean, if I went to my past self and I told her to work less, I don't think she'd listen, chat. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't think I would listen to myself. Personally.
If you keep working this hard, they're gonna find you irreplaceable. They're never gonna promote you. You're stuck. Be a lazy piece.
Oh man, you know, this is so true for absolutely everything here, especially. I don't know about other countries, but like here, if you're good at your job, you're just stuck in that job because no one else wants to do the job properly, and they don't want to promote you because you're doing your job very well. Like my mom was stuck; she couldn't get promoted to director. She was stuck as like manager because of the fact that she was just too good at her job, and the director was like, "Well, I can't have you replace me once I'm gone, once I retire. Because if you replace me, who's going to replace you? There's no one in the department." So they brought someone from outside to replace the director so that my mom can remain in the same position. And I'm like, I learned from her. I learned from her to like be careful of not getting stuck in a position where I'm too valuable to be promoted. It's like I started training, like personally, I started training someone to do my job just so that, but not enough so that they can just fire me and have them, right? Like I was still needed, but I trained them so that I can get promoted and then they can replace me. And that's not asked of me, right? No one asked that of you, but you need to do it for yourself.
Piece of shit.
I started doing that towards the end of my military career. I just started being a lazy piece of trash and I didn't care anymore. Anyway.
If only you had started earlier.
This is great. I finally have an organization for all my parts.
It only took you 4 weeks to get this set up.
2 months. And then probably another 3 weeks after that, getting all the parts put into all the bins and organized by like size and what weapon system they go to. Top drawers for M9 parts. Second drawers for M4 parts. Next drawer is for M4 parts. Drawer after that is M16
Jesus.
and 249 parts. I finally have my full bench stock list on a computer. Everything is available. Someone can come in and say, hey, the spring broke for my M16. And before they're finished with the sentence,
night,
I can
Jim.
say, excellent, I have 6 of them. Here's your part. Sign here, here, and here.
And everything will work smoothly like clockwork.
The person that's kind of like intervening in the story is making it kind of better. It's like the comedy relief or the person that's making the punchline remarks, and it's just like so nice. I like the style of relating stories like that. I think it adds to it. Not to mention the whole the foreshadowing. Everything will work smoothly like clockwork. Yeah, I can see where that one's going.
I can't even tell you how happy I was with the setup. And then Chief came into my shop
Oh no.
and looked lustfully at my cabinet.
Oh
And in his
no.
heart, yea, it was filled with avarice.
Avarice?
Greed.
Ah, yes.
Hey, Hathbeat, open that cabinet.
Oh no! Oh no, man! Oh.
Give it an accent.
No, that's how he talked. He referred to everyone as high speed and he talked with a really bad lisp.
Oh, okay.
Then the really nice cabinet. Yes, they are, Chief. It took me a long time to get them. I remember I put the order in.
Yeah.
It took me a long time to finally get these in here. Those are really nice cabinets, Hathbeat. I think I'm gonna need them.
Oh my god, man! Respectfully, sir, I think you gotta keep your hands off the man's cabinets. Like, I think I'm gonna need them. I'm like, the hell you don't? Like, the hell you don't? Hands off the cabinets. They're his cabinets. He worked hard for them. You do not need the cabinet. I'm keeping my baseball bat out, chat. At this point, I don't care. We're gonna be violent.
No, Chief, I just ordered these cabinets. I need them. I have all my parts in them. Halfbeat, I'm gonna need them cabinets to put Humvee parts in. Humvee parts aren't gonna fit in there.
Yeah.
The drawers are too small for Humvee parts. So it ended up devolving from a conversation of, no, Chief, you cannot have these cabinets. I just ordered these. I need them. Into, Chief, you can go fuck yourself. I'm gonna punch you in the goddamn face if you don't get the fuck out of my shop.
I think maybe we missed a step or two here.
Eventually, it resulted in me calling him an idiot and telling him that he would be dead and gone before he would ever lay a fucking finger on any of my cabinets.
I feel like there might be some fallout from
And he
that.
said, we'll see about that high speed, and walked out. At which point, I grabbed the pencil mount for a 50 caliber machine gun and threw it through a metal wall locker. I
Jesus
shot-putted
Christ.
a 6-pound chunk of metal so hard into a metal cabinet that it punched a hole through it.
So you damaged your own cabinet that you just received?
Oh, no. This was a different cabinet. This was just like a metal wall locker.
Okay. Did anybody see you do this violent act?
Yes. My squad leader came to talk to me, and he said, you should not have done what you just did. And I said, oh, gee, no shit, you fucking did.
So at that point...
Oh my god, man! Oh, the worst part of the entire thing is someone coming to you and going, you shouldn't have done that. I'm like, you think I don't fucking know I'm angry and I am venting the wrong way? You think? Man.
Well, you know you fucked up and you're just wondering, what's happening now?
I had to go talk to the company commander. I got chewed out. When I came back, my cabinets were gone and all my parts were on the floor in cardboard boxes.
Of
Again,
course, yeah.
I had to order more cabinets.
Wow! That filthy rat! That filthy rat! What a piece of shit!
As it turns out, what happened was better than I ever could have imagined. They sent me to anger management. I got to anger management, and sitting in anger management is a staff sergeant, a captain, a lieutenant.
Bruh. He got sent to anger management for having his cabinet stolen. I understand his anger is actually kind of justified, and he restrained himself not to hit the bloody guy in the head. I think he managed his anger well. For Humvee parts of all things, yeah? That don't even fit in the drawer!
A warrant officer, a major, a staff sergeant.
Is he just listing high-rank officials now at this point?
All
Staff
very
sergeant,
high...
a staff sergeant.
These are all very high-ranking members.
These are all people who are much higher ranking than me. And
Oh
then
god.
E4 Zach.
Oh, you have been promoted in between...
Oh, sorry. Was I an E4 at this time? I can't remember if I was an E4 or an E3. So everyone has to talk about why they were there, and it's
Oh,
my
man.
name's Sergeant so and so, and I punched one of my soldiers in the face because he wouldn't stop mouthing off to me. Seems reasonable to me.
Seems reasonable that you would be here.
No, it seems reasonable to punch him. Oh my god.
Not reasonable that you would punch one of your soldiers for mouthing off?
That seems reasonable to me. I can understand that happening. So everyone's going around and talking about what they did wrong. They get to me, and I said, my name is E4 Zach. I'm here because I told my chief warrant officer to go fuck himself, and that I thought he was a massive piece of shit. Okay, that's weird. Why is there an E4 in here? While I'm in anger management, someone from my company calls me and asks why I'm not in my shop fixing weapons.
Oh my god, it just keeps getting worse, man. Why are you not working right now? Oh gee, I don't know. I don't know, man.
And at which point I didn't even reply, I just snapped my phone in half. In anger management. Put the phone down on the table. This is why I'm here. And I just remember several of these other officers just looking at me like, I understand. I feel like they said it was anger management, but I'm pretty sure it was a incompetence of Fort Polk support group.
Incompetent support group. Oh man, I cannot. You know, I can relate to this so hard. I need an incompetent support group as well. Can I have that? I posted about it that like after 5 years, I finally got COVID for the first time. And while I was lying there in bed with a fever and a huge headache and feeling bad, I was getting DM'd by people going like, Paws, I'm going through shit. I need my emotional support. And I'm like, I'm not a therapist. And they're like, I don't need a therapist. I just need your opinion, Paws. And then they proceed to write paragraphs to me upon paragraphs of their life and issues. And I'm there going like, I'm sick, man. I'm sick. Can you at least say hi? How are you feeling, Paws, before you just use me as a therapy stick? So I can relate to them. A bit. It's a bit different, sure. I feel like, to be fair, what they had to go for, I had to go for my office job. But like, yeah, it hits too close. Exactly. Like, you work in retail. My respect for putting up with people, Red. I had to manage people. I do not like managing people. I can tell you that much. Hence why I quit my job.
It's just where they send the people that can't deal with the incompetence at Fort Polk.
Yeah, I was a project manager. I was actually managing 3 different projects with 3 different teams at the same time. And before I quit, my boss basically, we were in a call with like the people that hired us for all the projects and everything. It was the same dude that had 3 different projects. And my boss joked that he took me and he split me in 3, and one project gets the head, one project gets the middle part, and one project gets my legs. And I'm like, what? It's just like in a phone call with my higher ups. I'm just like, I see. That's how I found out that I was managing all 3 projects myself and getting paid only for 1. I have worked as a project manager. I had patience. I can safely tell you, I would like an incompetent support group. I would like an incompetent support group, man.
They just send them here so they can all just talk to each other about how fucked everything was.
Good to vent.
I ended up
It
going
is
to
good
anger
to
management
vent.
for like 4 or 5 months. I have no proof of this, but I'm wondering if when I had told my chief to go fuck himself, if they were like, we've got to kick him the fuck out of the military. And then they went, wait, if we kick him out, we don't have anybody to fix guns. Shit!
And that was the first time that you had job security.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm 99% positive that I could have gotten away with pretty much anything while I was in the military because I was the only one they had to fix guns.
You never took advantage of this, though.
I did, just in weird ways.
It's okay. I like it. For me, I'm not like, I wouldn't go back and change what I went through because like it shaped me as a person. It shaped me to be a better person, to learn, to like be more confident in my skills, right? Like look at his final message as well, right? It's the same thing. He realized he can get away with a law because he's the only person who can do the job, which is what happened to me. I threatened to quit and I got a salary bump. And on top of that, I could sleep at the office. I'm not kidding you, chat. I went to the office with my pillow to sleep in my lunch break, which I would have never done if they didn't just simply piss me off to the point where I wasn't earning enough. They weren't paying me to like manage 3 projects. At one point I went, you know what? I'm managing it, but I'm taking naps at work. I don't care anymore. What you gonna do? Fire me? They couldn't. They couldn't fire me. No one else could do the job. Oh. So, yeah. In a funny way, despite all of that, sometimes just being angry and kind of like just saying fuck it and just gives you so much more power than you'd expect.
When you started off this story, I figured there'd be a happy ending. You made a spectacle of yourself. damaged some machinery, and he said, "Whoa, okay, you can keep them," and walked away. No, you had to get new cabinets. You had to order a second pair of cabinets.
Had to order a second pair of cabinets. Fortunately, these ones actually showed up at my motor pool.
Well, that's good at least.
But I still didn't have a forklift to take them off the back of the truck.
Oh boy, many hands make light work.
Yeah. Well, on the plus side, though, when I would go to anger management, we would do relaxation techniques, and I would get to fall asleep.
Aww. Nice.
So sometimes anger management just meant nap time.
See, chat, this is what I mean. I like literally the way I dealt with my projects was taking naps during lunch break. See, I feel validated. I feel validated. It's like sometimes you just need a nap. Sometimes you just need to, so you don't snap at people. You just need to take a nap to just breathe in, breathe out, and just say, it's fine. One day it will end.
Oh boy! I'm glad this story had a happy ending after all.
Naps. This is really cool. This is really fun. Really fun story. Really good format as well. I liked the editing and the way they did it. Oh, very, very wholesome. I like that. Moral of the story: naps. Exactly. Just nap. And go to anger management. You'll find people that are dealing with the same level of incompetence as you are. Which is funny because, like, as a person, I am not like. The way I deal with anger is very unhealthy. I don't know how to properly tap into my anger in a healthy manner. The way I deal with it is I just bottle it up, and at one point it's so much that I just cry. I cry my anger. I just have a nice cry, and then it's gone. I'm calm. I'm zen again. That is my solution to anger. That and naps, you know? Like it is great. It is great. Like you cannot go wrong with either. Oh, I think venting is a lot healthier. I think if I had to choose, like if I had to do one thing different, would be just vent more. Just vent it out.